Hi, welcome to the Amoretti Test Kitchen, where we bring you all things sweets and drinks. My name is Lauren, and today I'm going to be making you a sweet treat. We'll be making strawberry lemon butter cookies. It's a super easy recipe to throw together, and we're going to be flavoring it with a few of our extracts here. I'm going to be using our standard Madagascar bourbon vanilla. I'm also using our wild strawberry extract and lemon zest extract. I opted to use our extracts in this recipe because I didn't want to mess with the consistency of my dough too much, and they're super concentrated, so you don't need a lot to add bold flavor to this recipe. I also didn't want to add any color to it. So unlike some of our other product lines like Compounds and Artisans, they will provide some color, and I wanted these to be a beautiful white light cookie. Our first step here is we're gonna take our butter, our sugar, and our salt, and we're gonna cream it together in our mixer with the paddle attachment. So in goes our butter, in with the sugar, and our salt. And we're just gonna turn this on and cream it together until it's nice, light, and fluffy. So now that our butter is nice and creamed together, I'm going to add in our egg yolks. We have 2 egg yolks here, and I'm gonna just get them right in there. Give it a little scrape so we get it all. And I'm just gonna mix this until everything is nice and combined. So I'm just going to scrape down the sides of my bowl and then mix it together one last time just to make sure everything is nice and incorporated. One last mix here. All right, perfect. Now it is time to make some flavor magic happen. Let's add in our extracts. I'm gonna start with our Madagascar bourbon vanilla. I'm just going to do half a teaspoon of vanilla here. This is a very potent vanilla extract, and I don't want this cookie dough to be overly vanilla, but I still want that nice touch of warmth to it. So just half a teaspoon. There you go. And the great thing about our vanilla as well is it doesn't contain any alcohol. So the flavor is going to stay even when it's getting baked. It will not get baked off. Like some extracts that do contain alcohol, you may have to use a little bit more to ensure that flavor sticks while it's in the oven. But with ours, you don't have to worry about that. And that goes for all of our extracts. The vast majority of them do not contain alcohol, and they're highly concentrated, so you don't really have to use much. Next up, I'm using our wild strawberry extract. I want this to shine through the most, so I'm using this at the highest use level here. It is 1%, and I just want a tiny bit above because I really want it to shine bright and I don't want the lemon to take over. So we're just going to do 2 teaspoons. Oh my gosh, and it smells so good. Our wild strawberry products are absolutely delicious. Wild strawberries tend to be a little bit more juicy and sweeter, and you can really get those delicious notes when you put this into anything that you decide to bake with it. All right, next up, our lemon zest extract. Smells just like you zested a fresh lemon, which is a great way to use this if you don't want to spend your time zesting a lemon. Just grab some lemon zest extract and you are good to go. Don't have to zest any lemons, and it takes a little bit of work off your hands. This is such a great recipe for the spring or the summer or anytime you want a little burst of bright flavors. All right, let's mix it in. So it's time to add in our flour. I'm going to add it in increments. So in it goes. That just helps so you don't get a flour storm. If you add it in all at the same time, you are gonna get hit in the face with flour, and we don't want that. We want baking to be fun. I wish you could smell this. It smells so good. That strawberry is so bright and vibrant, and that lemon, it's so zesty. I cannot wait to take a bite of one of these cookies. All right, and with the rest of our flour, tap it on out. Like you're burping a baby's back. All right, now let's get this really nice and mixed together here. Turn up the speed. All right, perfect. Let's move on to our next step. We're gonna get our dough out of our mixing bowl here. We're gonna roll it into a cylinder and we're going to let it chill for about 30 minutes to an hour. It's pretty easy. What I do is I get some saran wrap and I lay it on top of my table and kind of make sure it sticks down there because you don't want it to stick to the dough as you're rolling it. And then just put our dough onto our wrap, get it all out of there. You don't want to waste any of this deliciousness. All right, and now just form it. I kind of form it into a little ball and then just roll it out. Easy peasy. I try and kind of make sure everything is evenly sized as I roll it, so one side isn't bigger than the other. All right, perfect. That's all you do. So now just wrap this up and pop it in the refrigerator. All right, so our dough is done chilling and I'm just going to slice this into about 1/4 inch sized cookies. I'm gonna cut off the end though, so you don't want any weird shaped cookies. And just place it onto your baking sheet. And you can place these pretty close together because this dough does not spread. All right, so I'm just gonna pop these in the oven for about 10 to 15 minutes. If you have any dough left over, wrap it back up, put it in the fridge, save it for later. You can even freeze it and then pull it out on a rainy day when you want some cookies. All right, our cookies are done. I have transferred them to a cooling rack to let them cool for a little bit. So now you can either enjoy them as is, they're absolutely delicious, or I'm gonna show you my favorite way to devour these. I have some white chocolate here. I just melted that in the microwave. And I also have some freeze-dried strawberries. So I'm gonna drizzle a few of these with the white chocolate and then sprinkle on top our strawberries. It does not matter how pretty the chocolate goes on because we're just going to cover this in delicious strawberries, so you won't even see it. All right, and there you have it, some beautifully finished strawberry lemon butter cookies infused with 3 delicious Amoretti extracts. All right, it's about time I give one of these a try. Hard to choose which one. We're going here. Going with this one. This one looks beautifully topped. Perfect amount of strawberries, perfect amount of chocolate. Wow, that is so delicious. Right away, as soon as you bite in, you get a big burst of strawberry flavor. And then following that, you get that nice light zestiness from the lemon. Absolutely delicious. And I love the extra sweetness that the white chocolate added to this because these are not the sweetest cookies, but this kind of adds an extra element to this delicious treat. So I really hope that you give this a try at home. And if you do, make sure you let us know in the comments below what you think about the recipe, or let us know what you want us to make next. And if you haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button right there down below. That way you never miss a new recipe, tips and tricks, or testimonial videos from our amazing customers. You can also find us on social media as @Amoretti on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. See you next time. Thanks for watching.